with you. And that relationship of financial vehicle have with us is called a transactional relationship. What else is called? Transactional relationship. It's a relationship of transaction. That means every relationship or transaction, everybody you see, they can survive. Help me tell your neighbor, survive. Everybody they can earn a living. Tell your neighbor, earn a living. So you are looking. What we mean by earning a living is that there's a food on your table, there's a cloth on your back, and there's a roof over your head. That means you are living already. That means you have shelter, food, and clothing. So all you need to do when you are earning a living is not to stay. Thank God, I'm even earning a living. I can make fun about. Find something to do. Find something to create. Find significant project to embark on. Find legacy. Find succession plan. Okay. So one of the best way to do this is to be intentional to connect with people that are moving in your direction of interest in life. We call them mastermind mentors. What do you say we call them? Everybody you go to mentor you should have some level of experience, some level of systems and structures, okay? Because without system and structure, there is no future. And some millionaire skills. Let me tell you about millionaire skills. All these millionaire skills of course, are learnable skills. Number one is problem solving skill. What does it called? Number two, leadership skill. What does it called? So everything rises and falls on leadership. The leadership of your body is your responsibility. The leadership of your health is your responsibility. The leadership of your family is your responsibility. Okay, Mr. Daddy, are you looking for me? Okay, that's okay. It's one of the best way to learn people management skill, self-awareness skill, negotiation skill, communication skill. Of course, that is the skill you need to build people. You need to build a team. Is skill you need to build organization. Of course, like MTN, Glow, Etisalat, Montu Suite, What Beach Hotel is the skill you need to build a business family. Turn our business family. So this particular relationship is called a significant relationship. It's called a transformational relationship. Your life get transformed and get improved because you connect to quality people, and then also people that connect to you get better. So it's called a transformational relationship. What else is called? So in the relation of transformation, so everybody they can earn a fortune, turn or fortune. Everybody they can earn residual income, turn or residual income. Residual income is the kind of income you create with belt. After fixing it for once, you keep making money from that same thing for the rest of your life, as long as it exists. For its food management system and part of it. So it's just like building a house, you keep collecting rent. Building a factory, puts structure like Tony Lumelu did for UBA. Of course, it's going to make money as long as that bank exists. But those operating systems are being easy. Apart those measurement instruments are being obeyed. So there are two factors here actually. There's a factor happening outside of you. There's a factor happening inside of you. All the factors happening outside of you is called contributing factors. The sun, the moon, the weather, the naira, the dollar, your president, your governor, your senator, your House of Rep member, Lord government chairman, your auntie, your uncle, your pastor, your bishop. You can't control them. And those factors are called contributing factors. They contribute, they can slow you down, they can delay you, they can fast track it, but they can never stop you. What stop men actually is what embedded in us. It's called determining factors. What does it called? Determining factors. They determine your success. So there are two factors embedded in us. They also determine our failures too. The positive factor and the negative factor. The winner and the loser. So we always encourage us, please, every day. But no matter what you do, no matter the pressure, please focus on the positive factors. Focus on the winner inside of you. And ignore. Help me tell you about ignore. Ignore all the losers, ignore all the negative factors. They're going to be there. Sure. So the positive factors you need to focus on is your faith, your belief system, your commitment to follow the process, your determination, of course, your vitality, your fidelity, your ideas, your vision, your goals. They are the things you need to focus on. Those things that pushes you to become the ultimate version of yourself. So the negative factors you actually need to ignore are fear, doubt, anger, resentment, hatred. Of course, these are the factors you need to actually ignore. So looking at it, you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, I am the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, you are the most important factor. So once you get better, things get better. Once you improve, things get improved. Once you grow, everything will grow. So if the people you have around you are not the people you like, you don't change the people, you change yourself. You change what you study, you change what you feed yourself, you change what you eat. Once you change yourself, everything will change. Once you improve yourself, everything will improve. Once you start feeding yourself with a certain kind of meal, information, knowledge, everything around you will change. So we are going to talk about you today as we gradually round up some of our program for the year. So your true career. That's the topic for this morning. Part 1, your true career. People are asking question, what the career I'm going to embark on that is going to fulfill me. Part 1. So today is 15th of 11, 2024. So your true career. So we want to look at How to understand your true work. That's the subtopic here. How to understand your true work. So, of course, we have outlined is a course already. So we have to embark on this course. The context for the concept. Context for the concept. So number 2, we have to say your true work. You have to discuss your true work. Number 3, your true work. Your true career. Number 4, your career choice. Career choice. Okay? And number 5, we have here what God actually wants you to do. What God wants. What God wants. And number 6, the last one, what you really want. What you really want. So a lot of people don't know what they want, what you really want, okay? So we have to cover these 5 outlines. This course of this class, and it's going to be an interesting one. So I want you to know, by the time you discover your true career, your true work, it brings fulfillment. Once it brings fulfillment, that is, God actually wants something from you, because you are a product He sent as part of Him to the earth with an assignment. You are here on assignment, so you are here on a mission. So how do you discover it? I'm going to share with you how to discover your own true work, your own true career. There are guidelines, there are dots. You need to personally connect the dots. You are the one that will be responsible to connect the dots. We're going to look at so many characters that connected their own dots and how they did it. So you can also learn, because if you stand on the shoulder of mentor, you'll see far. Your context for the concept, your true work, your true career, your career choice, what God wants, what you really want. Sometimes people know what they cannot explain what they want. They don't have to connect the dots. So if you are ready for today's class, you finish writing all this on your notes. Shall I? If not done it yet, shall wait for me. Okay, that means I have a high number of people that are ready for today's class. Let's start from the first one. The context for the concept. So write on your note the context for the concept. So I will need to write this one down. Man gives you a working life, bracket to job, but God gives you a life work. Man gives you a working life. When it's a man will give you is a working life, but God gives you a life work. Man gives you a working life. God gives you a life work. So man gives you a working life. Of course, God gives you a life work. So what did God give to you? Life work. What will man ever give to you? A working life. So full stop. So man gives you a working life. Underline the word man, underline working life. And God gives you a life work. Underline the word God, underline life work. We're going to discuss so much about the difference between working life and life work. We'll discuss so many things about them so that you understand that what God gives you is a life work, and you have to discover it. How to discover it, we're going to share with you how you're going to discover it, so that you can actually take the bull by the horn and actually fulfill your purpose on earth. But fulfillment is what you actually need. You want to fulfill in your marriage, you want to fulfill in your business, you want to fulfill in anything you do. That fulfillment comes through doing like your life work, not doing working life. So how do you make your career to your life work? We will discuss all those things. Okay, so write this down your note. When your working life advances, support and enables your life work. When your working life advances, supports and enables your life work, you have made the right career choice. When your working life advances, supports and enables your life work. When your working life advances, supports and enables your life work, you have made the right career choice. So man gives you working life. God gives you life's work. So when your working life advances, of course, supports and enables your life work, you have made the right career choice. So if whatever you are doing, you are being paid by your effort, by your energy, by system, it's actually fulfilling God's purpose for your life, that means it's a right career choice. So I'm going to share with you that you understand that by the time you are doing something that benefits and improves other people for a specific purpose of the advancement of the kingdom, and of course helping men to become the ultimate version of themselves, that means you have made the right career choice. Career choice that fulfills you, that makes you contribute, because life is about contribution. Write this on your notes. Considering your career in light of your calling. Considering your career in the light of your calling, comma, considering your career in the light of your calling. Let me clean this area. So let me do it like this. If you considering your career in the light of your calling, comma, considering your profession in the light of your purpose, comma, considering your life, your career in the light of your calling, considering your profession in light of your purpose, comma, considering your who-ness, that's who you are, your who-ness, and why, your who-ness and why, considering your who-ness and why you are present on planet Earth at this time, considering your who-ness and why you are present on planet Earth at this time. Will give you fulfillment. So considering your career in the light of your calling, profession in light of your purpose, and considering your who-ness and why you are present on this earth at this time, will give you fulfillment. So if you don't consider it, the fact is that what we call success in man's standard is not truly what success is in God's standard. So God actually sent you for an assignment, so you need you to accomplish that, and that is your true work. I will discuss all those ones, but whatever you are doing, you have to consider it. Your career, whatever you are doing, that put money on your table in the light of your calling, profession in the light of your purpose, your wholeness and why you are present at this point in time will give you fulfillment. So failure to consider those things, you can have achievement but not fulfillment. And you'll be wondering why I have everything in this life, I'm not happy. I have everything in life, but there's a gap in my heart. I have everything that I'm not truly, that test for more and something is missing is there. Write this down on your notes, it's very important. Write down your note, very important. Man gives you job, comma, occupation, vocation, and profession. Man gives you job, occupation, vocation, and profession. Man gives you job, occupation, vocation, and profession. And God gives you work, an assignment, mission, purpose, and destiny. Man gives you job. Man, what I call a working life is a job, is a vocation, is a profession, and then it's also an occupation. Why God gives you work, give you an assignment, give you a mission, give you a purpose, give you destiny. So the difference is that one is a job and one is a work. And how do you know your true work? So if you understand that until your profession, your career fulfill God's purpose for your life, no fulfillment will come. So I want to also prove to you that you're in the right career choice, because you're not doing something for yourself alone. You're actually responsible for someone else's success. You're actually responsible for someone else's growth. You're not just investing in yourself alone. You're investing in yourself so that you can actually pour and invest in other people. So you're putting in your cup so that your cup can be filled, so you can fill in other people's cup, fill other people's cup. So that will lead me to the second outline, which is your true work. Let's go and discuss your true work. We have a lot of notes to take there, and that's actually where I'm going to today. Let's discuss your true work. Let's discuss my true work. Let's discuss how we need to discover our true work. So the best way to do this is that we want to pick up some Bible characters to put some light in front of their face, and come the dot our 4 characters you have to consider today: Joseph, Esther, Nehemiah, Daniel. And we'll look at how what's the difference between them, what makes them unique, what makes them independent, what makes them fulfill their job and work, and they have this fulfillment and they see accomplish that which God sent them to do. And then you make money. Sure. Money is not a problem. You make money. You buy car, it's not a problem. You buy land, it's not a problem. But we want fulfillment. Turn off fulfillment. We want to fulfill our assignment. We want to fulfill our calling. We don't just want to build something and at the end of the day we are saying, had I known, like the rich fool that feels that he has achieved everything, no regard at all for the things of the spirit, because you're actually a spiritual being on a spiritual assignment, and And yeah, there's a purpose to that, and you have to. It's your responsibility to discover it. And the earlier you discover it, the better for you, because the success you are looking for most of the times is also embedded in it. So the abundance you are looking for most of the times is embedded in it. So it's your responsibility to sit down and study, because that's what kings do. Kings and priests, they study, they learn, because learning, knowledge is a royal habit. Knowledge is royalty. Tell neighbor, knowledge is royalty. So before you are found in the presence of knowledge, you need to be qualified. Not everybody is needed in the presence of knowledge. That is why kings are few. That is why kingmakers are few. And you have to understand that a lot of people are not ready to take that responsibility to discover it for themselves. So they are ready to engage themselves physically busy and then mentally lazy. So it's a problem. So let's go to your true work. If you are ready for this section, this particular outline, shall I? Touch yourself, say I'm a success. Touch yourself, say I'm a millionaire. Write this on your note on your true work. Write it down. God doesn't give us job, He gives us work. God doesn't give us a job. God doesn't give us jobs. God gives us work. God doesn't give us jobs. God gives us work. And remember, I keep telling people there's no lack of work, but there's lack of jobs. So man gives jobs, but God gives you work. God doesn't give you a job. God gives you a work. Full stop. So understanding that I have a work. Yeah, when you know you have a work, that makes a whole lot of difference. That shift in thinking is an iceberg. It's an ice on the cake. Okay. I say God doesn't give you a job, comma, He gives us work. Full stop. Yeah, with me, shall I? Write this down your notes. Always think about your life work. Always think about your life work in terms of your purpose, assignment, calling, mission. Always think about your life work. Always think about your life work in terms of your purpose, mission, calling, assignment, gift, grace, talent, etc. Always think about your life work in terms of your purpose, mission, calling, assignment, gift, grace, talent, etc. You know, there's a way you know how to define purpose. And we have defined it in such a way that if I've been in our class for the past 3 months, even if I call you to come and draw it on the board, you draw it. But you know, we know that repetition is always the mother of learning, so we have to keep repeating. I said that always think about your life work in terms of your job. Always think of your life work in terms of your purpose, mission, assignment, grace, gifting, talent, etc. So I always say that your purpose on earth, everybody's purpose on earth, is that you sit down to create. Create, of course, when you create, you actually connect with people. Connect and then contribute to their life. With every great man you see, like Elon Musk, Dangote, Bill Gates, they create something, they connect with people, and they also contribute to their life. That's how they make money. All of us. The guy that produced the shoe you're wearing right now, he actually created the shoe in his mind, and then actually get to work and connect with people that will distribute and then contribute to that. You make money. The chair you're sitting down to, your Bible, your book, your clothes, everything was a man's idea. So you create with your mind. So you actually create with your mind. You create with your mind. You create with your mind, then you produce physically. So you produce physically. So everything is created twice. You create with your mind, creation happens with the mind, production happens physically. So once ever your mind can create, your hand can produce. Because if you don't create, you cannot produce. So how do you create? You create using your imagination. You create using your imagination. Imagination. So I call it an image nation. I call it a picture nation. So you need to picture something in your mind that will help, that you are going to connect with people and contribute to their life. So that's where creation happens. So when the guys sit down to picture it, anything you are picturing, get a pen and paper, write it down. Any thought you document. Oga, that thought is a reality already. You have trapped that thought on the planet Earth. The only thing that will make that thought not to be a reality is that you need a corresponding action consistently that will make it a reality. Even if the iron will fly, it will fly. Even the Facebook that make aircraft will fly. They must saw it anyway, but they believe that this iron will fly. They see it in their mind and they keep working on it. The infinite intelligence, of course, the power of the sixth sense is more stronger than you think, because everything you ever see in the physical was once created in the spiritual before you manifest. Because the spiritual actually create the physical, and that's why you have to understand those spiritual things. There are things that are spiritual. They call it spiritual activities. Study is one of them. Study one of the spiritual activities. Imagination, spiritual activities. Praying is one of the spiritual activities. Reading your Bible is one of the spiritual activities. Even writing is one of the spiritual activities, because only spirit beings understood numbers. That's the thing I'm telling you. So it's not just going to church. In fact, if you go to church, it's called an activity. Because it's called routine. That's why spiritual activity must be embedded in that activity. If you don't embed it, you are just routine. So, but what I'm trying to say today is that your true work has to be discovered. So how do you discover your true work? Let me just give us one or two statements. Then I'll show you how to discover your true work so that you actually sit down and do it. These are the things that fulfill men. For you to be fulfilled in life, you need to create. Why must you create? Why? It's simple, because you are creating. I keep telling us, God created three things in Genesis. And one, God created, of course, the creation. Turn on creation. I said, let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be firmament. Let there be this. Let there be that. Number two, God created the creatures. They're not creatures. How do you create the creatures? He said, let the earth bring forth its kind. Let the water bring forth its kind. It was actually earth that created the trees, the trees. God just commanded, let the earth bring forth its kind. So the earth bring forth all those things, the antelope, the lion, or the trees, the mango, the fruit. It's earth. Go and read very well now. And then when God created the third thing, God created the creator. Tell not creator. How do you create the creator? He said, let us create man in our image and likeness. Tell not image. Tell not likeness. So the image of God we've been telling us every time is natural. Tell not natural. The image of God is natural. But the likeness of God comes through training. Tell not training. Tell not teaching. Tell not mentoring. To act like God. You are in the image of God. But for you to act like God, like a creator, you need to learn how things are being created. It's a learning process. That is why see, you can survive as natural. Now you have the body. It was formed. The body was formed. But you are a creator indeed. So until you create, no fulfillment. So your work is not just to just get a job, looking for a man to engage you. If a man engages you, it's called job. But when God engages, it's called work. Then work. So, and God doesn't engage you by giving you, of course, vocation, profession, occupation. That's a man. Man has to be the one to train you to work for him. That's what I call it the objectives of the factory school system. The compulsory state education is to mass produce workforce that will be the price of a job. So the only prize we get for going to school is a certificate that gives you a opportunity to get a job. The certificate doesn't promise you to be a millionaire. The certificate promises you a job. Tell not job. Now you think say you carry certificate won't go get become millionaire. Now you think like that. Let me say now you carry yourself, scam yourself. Because the school no promise you billionaire. They promise you a job. Tell not job. So they say that the whole system, the whole training, the techniques, the practical, everything curriculum was designed for you to have to be employable. And I have mistakes and challenges because if I spend 5, 6, 7 years like I spent to spend in school, I end up spending 7 years, and because of ASU strike and so many strike, so we end up a 6 years course, we end up spending 7 years and after everything, so I will now go and sit down and write, please, I beg for you to, I'm begging. How can I be a beggar? No, I don't understand. How can I be begging after everything? So if the thing I did not learn cannot help me to activate the God-given talent in me for me to create, that means I failed the purpose. So that wasn't the purpose why they created. The purpose was to get you a job, a certificate. So now that no problem, you went to school, no, and now you have out. So now let's talk about why God actually brought you on earth. So you can use those ideas you learned from school and become creative. Say, I'm a creator. No, say it with all your might. I'm a creator. That one is still begging for Richard. Say, I'm a creator. So you're actually a creator. So start creating. Tell your neighbor, you are a creator. Start creating. Create a wonderful home. Create businesses. Create investments. Create joy. Create peace. Create abundance. You are a creator. So imagine waking up in the morning. I'm a creator, so I need money. I need to create value that will exchange for money. So you are going to create. So let's look at this. Right? Let's do one or two statements before we go to where we are going to today. Write this down. Make the shift. Make the shift from working life to a life work. Make the shift. You have to hear the one. Make the shift. Make the shift. Make the shift from a working life to a life work. Make the shift. So make the shift from a working life to a life work. Make the shift from working life to a life work. You are the one. You have to reformat your brain. Get antivirus. Put them. So I make your brain shift. Say, now I don't need to work for somebody. I will actually create. So if other people want to actually work, if they want to work, I will engage them and pay them salary. Right? Salary, that is a salary is never enough because money doesn't fulfill what it promises. The emptiness of money is too much. Maybe you have not gotten enough money, that's why you don't understand. The day you start making 50 million, 100 million, you find out that money doesn't fulfill what it promises. It can buy you a good bed, but not sleep. It can buy you good things, but I know poverty will not even give you any of them, but it's fine. I love money, I love good things, but definitely I also want fulfillment. Fulfillment. Write this on your notes. Your true work is what you were made to do. Your true work is what you were made, created. Your true work was what you were made, created. Your true work was you were made and created to do. While your job is what you are paid to do. Your true work is what you are made or created and made to do. That is better English. Your true work is what you were created. Your true work, what you were created and made to do. While your job is what you are paid to do. Your true work is what you were created and made to do. That means you were formed. After God created you, He formed you to do a work. While your job is what you are being paid to do. So, our keep us telling us that in Genesis, of course, 1 verse 27, God created man in the image and likeness. In Genesis 2 verse 7, God formed man. So, your true work is what you are created, made, and formed to do. But your job is what you are paid to do. So, anytime somebody pay you money, that is already a job. But, of course, I will show you how to turn your jobs into work. So, work is that whether somebody is paying you or not, you are ready to do it, sometimes without money. Most of you can serve in church, in community, any place you find yourself, serve. Sometimes not even there for the money. Sometimes it gives you fulfillment to serve. Some just to teach, just to add value, just to help you. In fact, if you pay people hospital bill, you actually, of course, are going to be fulfilled in life. That means God actually sent you to that particular set of people to liberate them from struggle. The best things to do to make more money, build hospitals. That is why you see there's a job to everything and there's a business to everything. There's a work to everything. I'll come to that because your job is to be a doctor. Your work is to own a hospital. So your job is to be a lawyer. Your work is to own a chamber. I'll tell you all this so you understand. You can turn your profession to a job, to a work, to a life-saving process, to other people. So to accommodate anything you do for other people, He has turned to a work. I keep saying, let me draw it like this so you understand very well. I don't know why you understand it this way. It's going to make a lot of sense. Oh, I'm not supposed to clean this, but it's fine. I say anything for yourself. It's called good idea. Tell a good idea. Anything you are doing for yourself is called good idea. Anything for other people, others is called God's idea. Tell a God's idea. God's idea. So for yourself, of course, it's a career. Tell a career. For other people, it's called calling. Tell a calling. For yourself, it's called dream. Tell a dream. Other people, it's called destiny. Tell a destiny. Other people, of course, it's called, passion. Tell a passion. For other people, it's called purpose. Tell a purpose. And for other people, it's called what again? Achievement. Tell achievement. Other people, it's called what? Fulfillment. Now, let me show what happened. Let me just stop it for now. If I'm a doctor now, let me write it on top. Let me put it there. Doctor, it will give me, it's a career, it's a dream, it's a passion, it's achievement, right? But the moment I own hospital, tell a hospital, I'm going to employ other doctors. Remember, for yourself, of course, this is a job. For us, this is a job. This for other is called business. So I'm a doctor, that is a job. I own a hospital, it's business. I'm a lawyer, I'm practicing, it's a career, right? But if I own a chamber, right, I'm going to employ other people, that's business. Tell not business. You didn't see it coming, don't worry. Let me help your life this morning. I want money to work for you. So your true work. So stop doing jobs, start doing business. It's simple. Instead of doing that for yourself, why not encourage other people? Instead of becoming a doctor and be getting salary and be applying everywhere, why not think of creating a whole hospital? Okay, I'm going to work because I'm going to get some money, save money to build my own. The thing is that the thoughts behind the action is more important than the action. So you're entering a system to learn the process, the structure, and the CEO's things, and to learn that you have to save money. Temporary stingy to permanent generous. So you have to save the money to build a hospital. You're going to own a hospital. You enter the job, I'm looking for pension and gratuity. You don't even own the hospital. Even they into the idea for you, say it's too much. You can eat the own hospital. It's easy. Now you think it's right, you are correct. You think you are not right, you are correct. You think you can, you are correct. You can't, you are correct. So stop thinking job. Start thinking business. Start thinking work. This is job, this is work. This is a true work. Your true work is God's idea. Your true work is for other people. I'm going to show you characters like Esther. I'm going to show you characters like Joseph, Nehemiah, all of them. There's them anything about their self. Self is a problem. The moment you wake up in the morning, you say about yourself, you will complain. That's one thing that happens. But if you say about yourself, you see how the economy is hard. Because you're not having purpose for mind with other people. So think about yourself, you are blessing. You are blessed. Think about other people is called what? Significant. So you need to move from success. Yourself, you can have success. But other people, you have to become significant. You're not significant. I want to become significant in life. Don't just be a successful person. Become a significant person. Because you actually do it for other people. And that's how money comes. The money you are looking for is in the hands of other people. Money is not in a place. Money is in people. Now you think like that. Say money is not in a place. Money is in people. Tell them about money is not in a place. Money is in people. It's because what you are creating, you are not giving to a lot of people. That's why you are still struggling. The day you finally realize that what I'm creating is not actually for me, I need to commercialize it. I need to make a business out of it. You have a system and structure around whatever you create. Life will become better. Well, let me use 4 characters to explain your true work before we go to 2 career and career choice and what God wants. And if you have an idea, you can still connect the dots. So we choose one. Let's write the 4 characters first. Then we can take them one by one. One of my favorite Bible character is Joseph. Joseph is number 1 on my list here. After my study, number 2, I have Esther. Esther is number 2 on my list. Number 3, Nehemiah. I've only brought Esther, so you don't tell me you're a lady. Yeah. So your prayer point will change. If a lady are not got married after this class, you'll be praying to God. God, make me an instrument fit for the man I will meet tomorrow. Make me an instrument of honor that will facilitate the man's life I'm going to meet tomorrow. So you're not going to pray, I need a husband, I need a husband. No. It will change that. You know, prayer point that any man I will meet tomorrow, God, let me become a blessing to that man. Let me liberate that man. Let me help you to fulfill purpose. Because, and as a man, your prayer point also change. God, you know, say I need a wife. No. God, make me to become that husband for that wonderful lady that will lead her, guide her, protect her, mentor her, teach her to become the ultimate version of herself. It will change. You're not going to be praying for nyash, breast. Oh, no, guy, forget that one. No, it's not important. It's not important. All those things, things fall apart, they come. Give them 30 years. Things fall apart. If you're not there, I'm going to tell you. It's going to happen. Part of those things in life. So you're going to get there, right? So let's go to the last Bible character, Daniel. Turn on Daniel. I know what I did to my mom. After taking my mother own fell apart. Now I know what I did when I saw her. I said, Mommy, I was one of the contributors. I did it very well. Thank you, Mommy. I make sure I finished everything. Me, I chop. You know, I can confirm it. This will be today. Now, 13. I can na factory fitted. Carry come. Tell her carry come. I know the short for this one. Now factory fitted. So I know what I did. I know I can do it very well. And that's that. Let me go here today. Yeah, with me now, shall I? Let's start from the number 1 Bible character, Joseph. Let's take some notes. I don't know how much minutes I have. Okay. Okay. I still have some time. Let's see how far we can go. Write this one down. Number 4, Daniel. Daniel is the next Bible character. I want to consider for. There are so many of them, but let me just choose this for. I have reasons for choosing this for. And so I want us to learn, because the best thing is not to make mistakes by yourself. And learn from other people's mistakes. That's the smartest way. So we're going to learn from these guys how they discover their own true work. And then we're also going to discover our true work. So before I finish, you'll finally connect the dots for your life. I need to connect that dot. I need fulfillment. Turn off fulfillment. So let's start from what Joseph was being paid to. So when you write Joseph, you put here paid. And when you put paid, you put on that. I've used some note to write. So paid. Joseph was paid to advise Pharaoh. Joseph was paid to advise Pharaoh, implement strategy. Joseph was paid to advise Pharaoh. That was paid to be an advisor to Pharaoh. Joseph was paid to advise Pharaoh, to implement strategy, mitigate crisis. You know, he was economic advisor when he told them 7 years of plenty, 7 years of lack, and Joseph began to tell them how they need to save 1/5, of course, of their proceeds, and then how every structure. Pharaoh told him, guy, calm down, no talk again. No other person can do it. Now you go do him, now you go run him. So he was paid to advise Pharaoh, implement strategies for mitigating crisis. Implement strategies for mitigating crisis. He was paid to be advisor, to implement strategy for mitigating. You know what we call risk and risk mitigation, to mitigate crisis, and manage crisis. That was his job. His job was that he was paid to be advisor to Pharaoh. He was paid to be advisor to Pharaoh, to implement strategies for mitigating crisis and manage crisis. That was his job. So, and how was he rewarded? The Egypt rewarded him. Just write it down. Joseph was rewarded with riches, honor. Joseph was rewarded with riches, honor, lot of status. He was a man after Pharaoh, right? Joseph was rewarded with riches, honor, lot of status, with a land of Goshen. You know, he was given a land of Goshen. Take it. That's where his family grew when they came. He was rewarded with the land of Goshen. Where they turned into millions. 70 people turned to millions. The land of Goshen. So Joseph was paid with riches, honor, lot of status, influence, the whole land of Goshen, where his family 70 turned into millions of people. That was how he was being paid. Let me show you. I said Joseph, right? Paid. I said Joseph was paid to be an advisor to Pharaoh, implement strategy for mitigating crisis and management of crisis, right? And he was paid how? With riches, honor, lot of status, influencing the land of Goshen. It was given to him to his family turn of 70 turned to millions of people. Now look at what Joseph was made for. Unauthorized made or created, made, and formed. Put it there. So I'm going to give you some notes. So all of them are good. So I'll show you what they were paid for, what they are made for. Different thing in the same. So if what you are being paid for, fulfill what you are being made for, that means you have made the right career choice. That's what I'm telling all of you here have made the right career choice, because when you do this business, you'll be paid. But instead of paying, you are fulfilling purpose. Why? Because you are creating something. We are teaching to become MD of CEO's company. We are talking to entrepreneurs. We are talking to investors. So you want to, and it's not going to be successful. Your job, your work is to mentor 5 people. We reduce from 6 to 5 because I want you to achieve it. So that, because sometimes I tell you, minus is certainly what you want to get to what you want. So if I say 6 plus 6 is 12, of course, 7 plus 5 is still 12. And if I mention 8 plus 4 is still 12, but 18 minus 1 is still 12. If you are looking for a 12 multiplication, it doesn't matter whether it's plus or minus, as far as you get what you want, because speed is useless without direction. Direction is useless without destination. So you have to find out your destination, and it doesn't matter whether you want to reduce to speed 3 or 5 or 6, it doesn't matter. What matters, you get to your destination, which is fulfillment. Fulfillment, which is mean to own a business, which is mean to own hospital. Don't ever think of working in the hospital. Think of owning the hospital. Think of becoming the CMD of an hospital. Think of becoming the owner. Think of owning a chamber. Me too, I will own hospital. Me too, I will own university. Me too. I want to employ lecturers. Since when I like to work, come, I will pay on a salary. 500, 1 million, I will pay. But from my head, I will use my head, make money. Since you know one thing for your head, we use our head, make money. We go own university today, own hospital. Adeboye, they own these facilities. Last time we saw Christ Embassy own a bank, Parallels Bank. Imagine. And just start in a bank. People are going to make money. Can't you see that? It's because instead of becoming a staff of a bank, I better own the bank. So I'm looking for great men and women. There's often we are with you, we need to own banks. Often we are with you, we need to own oil wells. So for that, let's make money. Let's grow people. Let's grow a community. Why do we need community? Tell your neighbor. Teaching brings awareness. Mentorship relationship. Bring discipline. Community brings wealth. Nobody succeeds as an individual. Wealth comes through community. Tell your community. Community mindset. Tell your community mindset. So you might have that mindset, organizational mindset. So let me show you what he was made to do. Joseph, write it down. Joseph was created from and made to save his family from famine. Joseph was created from the foundation of the world, like he told Jeremiah. Joseph was created, from and made to save his family from famine, destruction. Joseph was actually initially created from the beginning. He was created from and made to save his family from famine, destruction, and facilitate the growth of a nation called Israel. Joseph was created from and made to save his family from famine, destruction, and facilitate the growth of a nation called Israel that you see today. It was one man's decision to actually facilitate that idea. Joseph was created from and made to save his family from famine, destruction, and facilitate a growth of a nation called Israel. Today, I will not talk about Joseph. I'll talk about you. You were actually created and formed to save your family from famine, destruction, and facilitate a new nation. You're going to give it that new nation your name. So you're going to call your own name. Ubang Bilon has his own. Mr. Victor has his own nation. Ememian has her own. You have your own. So you have to tell me your community name right now. When I say 1, 2, 3, go, you tell it to me. 1, 2, 3, go. Have you seen all of you have community names right now? So you are the president and the chairman and the CEO of that particular community. So you are the boss. Don't just say I'm the boss. I'm the boss. So the fact that you need 5 board of directors. 10 or 5. 5 quality people. 10 or quality people. I call it OQP. OQP. Only quality people. What did I say? Say, tell your neighbor, only quality people. You need 5. 10 or 5. That you're going to mentor them to get their own 5. 10 or 5. Christ has 12 disciples. So he facilitated his own nation. Today, we have a nation of a kingdom of Christ. Kingdom of salvation. Kingdom that once you come in, or if you are heavily laden and bothered, all your burden will be taken away. His yoke is light and easy. The kingdom of freedom from sin, kingdom from freedom to the kingdom of liberty. It's not liberty. So you can see that. So you today are actually here for a purpose to create. You were created from and made to save your family from famine, from destruction, and facilitate the growth of a new nation. You just mentioned your name right now. You know you are the one. Shall I? Okay, let me go to another character. Maybe I think that one we can call it today. If I go to another character, let me give you some things. Write this down so you understand very well. Joseph was paid to be a consultant, but he was created and formed to be a deliverer. Joseph was paid to be a consultant. He was paid to be a consultant to Pharaoh, to Egypt as a nation. He was paid with riches and honor. He was paid to be a consultant, but he was created, formed, and made to be a deliverer. So Joseph initial was to be a deliverer. So you too, you are being paid in our community to be a consultant. Once you consult, company will pay you. But you are truly created, made, and formed to be a deliverer. So deliver not just the family and facilitate a new nation. Joseph was paid to be a consultant, if you are there, shall I? But he was created, formed, and made to be a deliverer. If you know you believe you are a deliverer, shall I? That is why you don't need to run away from your family. Don't run away from where you came from. There's a purpose why God put you there. To deliver and facilitate a new nation. A new nation whereby anybody that comes through you must experience wealth. Why? Because you are a wealth creator. Why? Because you are going to facilitate and create wealth for them. Wealth of training, ethics, knowledge, value that created that wealth. So you're going to transfer. So Joseph was paid to be a consultant, but he was created from and made to be a deliverer. So what is the relationship between what you are being paid for and what you are doing well? So is that okay, let's put like this on your note. Write it down. What is the relationship between what you are being paid to do and what you are being made to do? The relationship between what you are being paid to do and what you are being created to do. Let's put it like that. The relationship between what you are being paid to do and what you are created to do is doing what you are paid to do very well, that you'll be able to do what you are created to do. I'm going to come back again. The relationship between what you are being paid to do and what you are being created to do is in doing that thing you are paid to do very well, that you'll be able to do what you are created to do. Full stop. I come back again. The relationship between what you are being paid to do and what you are being created to do is in doing that which you are being paid to do very well, that you are able to do what you are being created to do. I'll come back one more time, maybe smaller. It's slow this time around. The relationship between what you are paid to do and what you are created to do is in doing what you are being paid to do very well, that you are able to do what you are being created to do. And I'll say something very interesting here. If you don't do what you are being paid to do very well, I'm sorry, you may not be able to do what you are being created to do. That's the truth. The Bible says, whatever your mind finds to do with all your heart, with all your might, with all your strength. For that's the perfect will of God for your life. So the relationship between what you are being paid to do and what you are being created to do is in doing what you are being paid to do very well, that you will be able to do what you are being created to do. Because you know why? The discipline, the knowledge, and the tenacity to do what you are being created to do is found in what you are being paid to do. So Joseph did a standing job with what he was paid to do. So he fulfilled the assignment and ultimately do what he was created to do. So he was paid to facilitate and enable the support of Egypt. So Pharaoh gave him a working life, God gave him a life work. Write it down on your note. When what you are paid to do in life as working life, when what you are being paid to do in life as working life, when what you are being paid to do in life as working life, facilitate, enables, support, when what you are being paid to do in life as a working life, facilitate, enables, support, and advances what you are being created to do, what you were created to do, you are in the right career choice. You are in the right career. I'll come back again. When what you are being paid to do in life as a working life, facilitate, enables, support, and advance what you are created to do, you are in the right career. Full stop. When what you are being paid to do as working life facilitates, enables, supports, and advances what you were created to do, you are in a right career. I'll come back one more time. Maybe we'll stop here because of information overload. The way his brains are just shaking right now, it's making me smile, I said, I don't carry one big load for your head. when what you are being paid to do in life, as working life, facilitates, enables, supports, and advance what you were created to do, then you are in a right career. So now, they paid him money to be a consultant, but they never knew that payment was to have a position of authority to bring his people to save them from famine and destruction and give a new life and facilitate, because it was prophesied that for a new nation will come, but it must come from Egypt. He has to come from Egypt. So a man needs to go to Egypt. Whether I told you, either you are being pulled by your vision, by your mission, by your assignment, or you are being pushed by, if you are being pulled by inspiration, or you are being pushed by desperation. So he couldn't have saved the children of Israel in his father's house. So something must push him to a pit. And he was faithful. And they sent him to Potiphar's house. He was faithful. And then he was doing his job very well. And he was sent to prison. He was doing his job. Interpreted dreams for Baker and Butler. And then he was interpreted dreams for... He was doing his job very well. It was doing his job that he finally found out his work. So if you don't do your job very well, you cannot find out your true work. So everybody, I will show you Esther. I'll show you Nehemiah. I'll read so many scriptures and show you that only a man that does his job very well, that is found his work. Even David was sent to take care of the sheep. He was doing the sheep very well, that when they came for his coronation, he was in his farm. He was in the farm taking care of the sheep. In coronation, he wasn't invited. For me, I don't vex. In my coronation, do not forget me. But they asked Jesse, oh boy, your children not finished. He said, bros, my children not finished. They did think very well. He said, oh, we remember one. He was doing the job that he found his work. Every great man you see was doing faithfully in their job, that they got their work. They find their work. So whatever your hand finds to do it very well. With all your heart, with all your might. Then you find your true purpose for your life. So I said, when what you are being paid to do in life, as working life, facilitates, enables, support, and advances what you were created to do, then you are in the right career. So we'll stop here for today. So tomorrow is Saturday. Monday, we start from Esther. Tell Esther. Because Esther was paid to be to just be a ceremonial queen to King Ahasuerus, but he was actually a deliverer to his people bloodline, to preserve the bloodline of Jesus Christ. So she was created to actually save the people from the genocide they were about to go into. So she never knew, but it was doing the job very well of a ceremonial queen that she finally became a deliverer. Nehemiah too was paid to build the walls of Jerusalem. No, he was paid to as a cupbearer to King Xerxes. So he was actually made to be in that position to rebuild the wall of Jerusalem, facilitate the return of Jews from exile, which is the spiritual work. And Daniel too was paid to be an advisor to, of course, the king, but he actually made and created to actually save the people from captivity and a prophet to a particular nation. I'm going to prove to you before we finish that you're actually a king. You're actually you're just to facilitate a domain. So, but if you're not sending text, you're not making call, you're not doing that very well, how do you now discover? Because it's discipline to do the work is in the process. It's in a process. Discipline of a process to sustain outcome. So you want to sustain outcome, you must follow this not a process. So discover your true work and how to understand your true career and how to understand your true work is in understanding that all your self idea should actually be for other people. All your good idea should be God's idea. All your job should turn to business. Doctor should turn to business. Lawyer to turn to business. Your achievement turn to fulfillment. So I'm going to show you how to connect these dots so that your life become, because you're a creator. So I'm a creator. But one man will ever offers you his life work, what God offers you his working life. One man God offers you his life work. Man offers you job, vocation, occupation, profession. God offers you work, assignment, mission, purpose, and destiny. So you have to understand that these four men did a great job, and we need to learn from them to achieve our purpose in life. So that's the best we can take today. Online community, please don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? He that stand on the shoulder of mentor with Sifa. I'll see you on Monday. I'll see you at the top. Thank God it's Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, and we celebrate your success as you feel your true work on earth. God bless you as an entrepreneur. Okay, that's the best we can take today for the online community. For the rest of us here, we want to be sure